everyone, this is Arohi, and in this video I'll talk about what is cosine similarity and how to calculate cosine similarity. So see, this is the formula of cosine similarity. A and B. A and B simply means these are two vectors, or you can see simply say these are two different features, right? And we want to see how much similarity is there between these two vectors or these two features, and how we can calculate that thing by solving this formula. And what is the formula? A into B means feature 1 into feature 2 divided by norm of A into norm of B. Norm of A simply means square root of a square of A, and norm of B means square root of a square of B. And we have to solve this formula and we will get the similarity between A and B, right? So see, basically this cosine similarity, you can the value, the similarity means the value which you'll get after calculating that formula is between -1 to +1, means the output which you will get will always lies between -1 to +1. How? This I'll show you in next slide, right? And one thing more you need to know over here is cosine similarity means cos theta. We need to calculate cos theta and we'll get the value cosine similarity. All right. So before moving to the formula of cosine similarity, let me show you this picture. With the help of this picture, we will understand why we always get values between -1 to +1 while calculating cosine similarity. So if you remember from trigonometry, we have different angles, and over here this 90 degree, right? This is 360 degree, and this angle is 270 degree, and this is 180 degree. And from our school days when we have studied about this sine or cos things over there, if you remember, so you can easily remember when cos theta is equal to 90 degree, our output value is as 0. Means when the cos theta is 90 degree, you will get output as 0. And when cos theta is 180 degree, when cos theta is 180 degree, you will get output as -1. And when cos theta is 270 degree, over here you will again get output as 0. And when cos theta is 0 degree, means same angle 360 degree, you will get output as 1. So you can see over here on different angles our value is lying between -1 to +1. Either we are getting output as 1 or 0 or +1, right? So that's why while calculating cosine similarity, we are getting output between -1 to +1 from this particular figure. All right. So, and what is cosine similarity actually? Cosine similarity means we want to measure the cosine of the angle between two vectors, right? What we want to do, we want to measure the cosine of the angle between two vectors. I'll show you with example. Let me explain you. So assume we had two documents, document 1 and this is document 2, right? And we want to see how much these two documents are similar. So one document is here and other document is here, and when you plot an angle over here, so we can see that angle is almost about 30 degree. So this angle, on the basis of this angle, we are telling the similarity. What we are calculating over here, we are calculating cosine theta, we are calculating cosine similarity. And how we are calculating cosine similarity? With the help of angle. So over here the angle is 30 degree. See, the smaller the angle, higher the similarity. Over here the angle is 30 degree, means angle is smaller, that means there is higher similarity. Let's suppose if you are getting 10 degree angle over here, that means when you are getting 10 degree angle, that means similarity is even more than 30%. Alright, so let's see with different examples. Let's consider this image again. So we have two documents. One document is over here and other document is over here, and we want to see the similarity between these two documents. But from previous image, we have document like this, magnitude is same, right? But over here, magnitude is different. See, let me explain you this more. So these are the two documents. Suppose this first document have hockey word 30 times, and the second document have that particular hockey word 5 times, right? then also these two documents can be similar, right? The only difference is over here the magnitude is more, means that particular word, that hockey word is appearing more time, so that's why the magnitude is higher. And over here that hockey word is appearing only 5 times, so that's why this magnitude is this much. See, even the magnitude is different, but the angle is smaller between these two things, right? Between these two documents. So the angle over here is 30 degree only. So again, smaller the angle means higher the similarity, and from this 30 degree we can say that there is almost how much similarity is there? Sorry, the similarity is more. You can say almost 70-75% similarity is there in between these two documents, right? On the basis of angle we are telling that. Now let's change the angle and see. Now let's suppose our document 1 is here and document 2 is over here, and when we are plotting an angle we are getting almost 45 degree angle. So from this angle over here the cos theta is 45 degree. So the angle is, the over here the angle is smaller than 45 degree, so the similarity is more, 70%. When the angle is 45 degree, almost our documents are 50% similar, means document 1 and document 2 have 50% of similarity, and we are telling that on the basis of this angle, cosine of the angle. In the same way, now let's suppose if one document is over here and other document is over here, so this angle is 90 degree angle, means one document is in different axis and other document is in different axis. There is not at all similarity, they are moving in different direction. So the angle over here is 90 degree, and if you remember cos theta is equal to 90, whenever cos theta is equal to 90 degree, that means output would be 0. So 0 simply means there is no similarity between document 1 and 2, right? So that means when you are getting cos theta is equal to 90, let me show you the very first picture which I have shown you. When cos theta is equal to 90 degree, cos theta is equal to 90 degree, output would be 0. And in this case now, our cos theta is 90 degree only. That means these two documents are traveling in different direction, right? So there is not at all similarity between these two documents, alright? Now, okay, now let's suppose if both the documents are moving in same direction. One document is over here and other document is over here. So the angle is 0 over here, right? So when cos theta is equal to 0 degree, this is 0 degree only, na? Both the documents are on same plane only, in same direction only, both the vectors, right? On same direction only. So when cos theta is equal to 0 degree, you will get output as 1. 1 means there is 100% similarity between these two documents, because the cosine of the angle is 0 right now, and cosine is equal to 0 means there is 100% similarity. So see, this is how we use cosine similarity. Right, so what we are doing over here is we are calculating the angle, and on the basis of angle we are telling how much similarity is between two vectors or two features. Alright, now let's solve it mathematically. So this is the formula which I have shown you, right? So let's suppose the value of A is, we have two lists. This is the list belongs to A variable and this is a B list. Now we want to see how much similarity is there between this A and B. A into B means we want to multiply the A list with B list. The first item of A will get multiplied with the second item of first item of B. Second item of A will be multiply with second item of B, and third item of A will multiply with third item of B. This is what A into B is. So I have done that. And then norm of A. Norm of A. What is norm of A? Means square root of a square of A, and norm of means square root of a square of B. Square root 1 square plus whole square of 2, and then the square of 3. In the same way we have done the square root of square of B also, and when you will solve it you will get 0.997. This means there is 99% similarity between these two vectors. Alright, so this is how you can calculate cosine similarity mathematically. But let's suppose you want to calculate this cosine similarity with the help of NumPy module. So we can solve it with the help of NumPy also. So you need to import these two modules. And again, this is A list and B list. The values are similar as per the previous list only, 1, 2, 3 and 3, 5, 7 in B. Alright, and we are implementing the formula here. Dot A into B, dot we have imported, right, already. And then norm of A into norm of B. Norm we also imported from the NumPy, and you'll get this output. See, the value is similar as we have calculated mathematically. Alright. So now let's suppose if we don't want to calculate with the help of NumPy also, then we have a ready-made method with the name of cosine similarity, which is a part of this sklearn.metrics.pairwise. So you can simply call this cosine similarity and give A and B to it, you will get the output over here. So this is what cosine similarity is and where we can use cosine similarity. See, cosine similarity, people are using cosine similarity whenever we want to, see how much two documents are, similar. For text analysis, we are using this cosine similarity. So in Crux, what we have learned today is we are calculating the angle, cosine of an angle, and on the basis of that angle, we are telling whether two documents are similar or not. And the only thing is, smaller the angle means higher the similarity. So this is what this cosine similarity is. Hope you like the video. Guys, if you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.